Hi, this is Ramesh Reddy. Today we discuss some of the SQL concepts. The basic structure of SQL query. The basic SQL query has three parts, that is select, from, and then where. Select followed by an attribute or attributes, from followed by relation or relations, and where class is optional. So there we can define some of the conditions. Let us see one by one the select, from, and where classes. And always the result is also a relation by using this SQL query. The first one, select class. In select class we can define the list of attributes. The attribute or maybe attributes what we need to display in the result. So it is same as projection. In projection operation, the relation algebra also can display the column or columns, or attribute or attributes. So we have an example here. Find the names of all sailors. So that means here we need to display names of each sailor from sailors table. So the attribute here S name, and the relation here sailors. So that's why select followed by select name, and from followed by relation name called as sailors. Here one thing we need to remind, always the SQL is not a case sensitive, but the data is sensitive. In what way we are storing into the data into the table, in that way only we have to retrieve. If you are storing the data into the lower case, we also represent the lower case data in the conditions as itself. So that's why SQL data is sensitive, but SQL is not a sensitive. We can write the select statement in the uppercase, lowercase, as well as mixed also. There is no issue. Normally the select statement may allow the duplicates. If you want to eliminate these duplicates, we can use a keyword called as a distinct. By using this distinct, we can eliminate the duplicates. So let us see an example. Find the names of all sailors. So if you want any names are repeated in this sailors table, simply we can remove those by using distinct. For this query is select the distinct followed by the column name S name from a table name called as sailors. So this distinct keyword can eliminate duplicates. Those names can be appeared at once only. The next one, display the details of all sailors. So display the details of all sailors means there we can display what are the columns we have in this sailors table and what are the rows in this sailors table. That means the entire table we need to display here. For this the query is select. Always the select allows attribute or attributes. So here the sailors table has 4 columns. Those can be listed here. Select SID, comma, S name, rating, and then age. From which table? These 4 are available on the sailors table. That's why we can define the sailors relation here. So this query can display all the details of sailors. That means what are the columns we have and what are the rows we have. So in select statement, here the column names are separated by comma. The same query also written in some other way. So there we can use asterisk. So select star from sailors. So let us see this. What is the difference between these two? The star is nothing but asterisk, which includes all columns of the table. So if you have a table has 30 columns, in that case we need to display all the details of the table. So we need to represent 30 columns in the select list. This is somewhat difficult to represent all column names of the table. So because of this reason we have a keyword called as star, which includes all columns. Whenever you have a required to display all the columns of table, in that case we can simply use star instead of writing all the columns. The next one is where class. So the where class is optional in the SQL query and the select statement. If you have any conditions, then you can use this where class. Otherwise, simply we can omit this where class. So here we have a query called as find the names of all sailors with a rating of 10. So here we need to display the sailor names whose rating is 10. So for this, select S name from sailors. Here we need to write the condition in the where class, where rating is equal to 10. This query can display sailor names whose rating is equal to 10. And SQL also allows some of the logical connectivities like AND or not, and it also allows comparison operators like less than, equal to, greater than, equal to and not equal to. We have a query like find names of sailors with a rating 10 and whose age is less than 35. So some more condition is added here for previous query. Select S name from sailors. So here we have a difference in the where condition, where rating is equal to 10 and one more condition we need to add. That's why we can use the logical connectivity and where age less than 35. So whenever these two conditions are true, then it displays the output. So here the outputs are, see this, the first query output is, that means who are the sailors have rating 10. These are the two sailors having rating 10, that is Rusty and Jorba. And the second query output is only Jorba because the Rusty has the age exactly 35, where Jorba has the age 16. So here the condition is rating is equal to 10 as well as age should be less than 35, and here Rusty age is not less than 35. That's why you get only one sailor, that is called as Jorba. So the next one is from class. In from class we can list out a relation or relations involved in the query. Let us see one more query. Find the Cartesian product from sailors and reserves. So this can write as like this: select star from sailors comma reserves. So if you want to do this, we need a common column from both tables, sailors and reserves. Here we have a common attribute that is called as SID. So how we can compare this is sailors.sid and reserves.sid. In the later, the next queries we can see what are the how we can use these joins. Examples. The first one, find the names of sailors who have reserved boat 103. Here we need to display the names of sailors who have reserved boat 103. So by using sailors table, just we can display names, but there is no reservation details. For this we need to go for one more table, that is called as reserves table. In reserves table we have the SID, boat ID and reservation details. So that means who reserves a boat, so those persons, those sailors ID as well as boat ID is also available on that. That's why for this query we need two relations called as sailors as well as reserves. Sailors for to get the names of sailors, and a reserves relation for getting the boat IDs, reserved boat IDs. So this query, select S name, we need to display this. That's why select S name from we need the both tables, because names in the sailors table and reservation details available on the reserves table. That's why the from class uses both relations, sailors and reserves. And the condition is here boat ID is equal to 103, and one more condition I have written here, sailors.sid is equal to reserves.sid. So why we write this? If you want to join these two tables like sailors as well as reserves, we need a common column, that is SID, which is available on this both tables, sailors as well as reserves. Then only the join is possible, then only we get the data from these both tables, otherwise it is not possible. So here we have the possibility to join this because we have the SID is a common column. So sailors.sid is equal to reserves.sid. That means SID in sailors and SID in reserves both can be equal. Then only we get the data from these both tables. So if both are matched means the person is reserved, and one more condition is BID is equal to 103. So the Silers ID is available in the Silers table as well as resource table, and the ID should be 103. Then only we get the data. So that is the condition here. So we can write this query in other way. That is select s dot s name from Silers S comma resource R, where s dot sid is equal to r dot sid and r dot bid is equal to 103. In this query we are using simply alias names. So Silers can be referred to as alias name as S, and resource can be referred as R. In the select list s dot s name, so that means the s name is from Silers table. In the where class s dot sid is equal to r dot sid, that means sid from Silers table, sid from resource table, and r dot bid is equal to 103 means this bid from resource table. So simply we are giving the alias name for the relations, and those alias name can be prefixed with a column. So both are same. We can see one by one. You can by practice it will be very easy. So the SIDs who reserved boat 103. These are the three persons. These are Dustin, Lubber, and Horatio. These are the three Silers have reserved boat 103. The next one, find the SID of Silers who have reserved boat 103. So here we have the query. Select SID from resource where BID is equal to 103. So in the previous query, find the names of Silers who reserved boat 10. That's why select S name, and S name is available on the Silers table. That's why you go for Silers as well as resource. But here simply we display SID of Silers who reserves boat 103. In resource table, observe that we have the SIDs of Silers who have reserved a boat, and BID which boat is reserved, those IDs and reservation details. So we can get the data from resource itself. Select SID from resource where BID is equal to 103. Simply from this resource table we get the SIDs. So this is also written in this way by using alias name. Select r dot SID, because this SID is selected is getting from resource, that's why r dot SID from resource R. So we are renaming this resource as R, and where r dot bid is equal to 103. These two are same queries, but in the first query there is no alias names. In the second query we have the alias names. Simply we can create the alias name for any relation and use that alias name in the prefix with that relation columns. So this is the SIDs of 22, 31 and 74. These are the different SIDs who reserves boat 103. The next one, already we discussed with the rename operation or alias names. The syntax of this is old name as is a keyword which can be used in between this old name as new name, or simply old name give the space and followed by new name. Any one of these syntax can be used. Let us see one example. Find SID and names of Silers who have reserved boat 103. In the previous query, simply one query is find the SIDs of Silers who reserves boat 103, and one query is find the names of Silers who reserved boat 103. But this query need find SIDs and names of Silers who reserves boat 103. First we can analyze this query by reading multiple times. SID and names of Silers who reserves boat 103. So we need to display SID and S name. SID is available in the Silers table as well as resource table, and S name is available in the Silers table only. This is not available in the resource table. That's why we need to take the Silers table, and one more requirement is resource details. The resource detail always available on the resource table. That's why for this query we need two relations called as Silers and resource. And one more thing, what we need to print, we need to print SID and S names. So those can be listed on the select list. So select followed by select list, from followed by from list, and then where condition. So here in select list we need to represent SID and SName from Silas, resource. This Silas can be renamed with S and resource renamed with R, where S.SID is equal to R.SID. So this condition is used to get the details who are the Silas are reserved boat 103. So this is the requirement. We need to read the query multiple times. Based on that, we can analyze which are coming on the select list, what are the tables we are needed to get these details, and what are the conditions we have to specify here. So if you want to join two relations, we have one condition. If we have to join three relations, we need to represent two conditions, join conditions. So later one by one we can discuss, and this is also can be written as select S.SID, S.SName from Silas as S, reserves as R, where S.SID is equal to R.SID and R.BID is equal to 103. Both are same, and first query has alias name without any keyword, whereas second query used a keyword as to represent the alias name. So I think the first one is very easy because we don't use any keywords. Simply we can give the space and specify the alias name. So this is for our flexibility. These alias names can be used. So we can see the queries. The next example, find the SIDs of sailors who have reserved a red boat. So you can read this query multiple times and take the tables in front of you, then you can go through this. Find the SIDs of sailors who have reserved red boat. SID, which is available on the sailors table as well as resource table. So here we need the reserved SIDs. Those will be available on the resource table. So we need to confirm one table that is called as reserved table, because SID is available on the resource table as well as reservation details also available on the resource table. And one more thing is red boat. We need to compare the boat color. So boat color is available on the boats table. That's why we need one more table called as boat. So boat and then resource. Other than this, we need not any other relations. Now we need to write. So what we need to display? SID, that can be placed on the select list. Select R.SID. R means is alias name for resource. This SID is retrieving from resource table. That's why R.SID. From already we analyzed this query. We need two tables, that is boats renamed with B and resource, the alias name is R. And the condition here, we are joining two relations, boats and resource. Find out which is the common column of these two relations, boats and resource. In boats and resource we have a common column as BID. So that condition need to specify, that is a join condition. B.BID is equal to R.BID. And what is the main condition here? The boat color should be red. So B dot color is equal to red. So this is the way how we can write the queries. Select R.SID from boats B, resource R. Here we are joining two relations. That's why we can write one join condition. B.BID is equal to R.BID. And what is the color we need? Red color. So B dot color is equal to red. This query gives the output of SIDs who reserves red boat. And the next one, find the names of sailors who have reserved a red boat. In previous query, SIDs we need to display, that is available on the resource table. So simply we can go for resource table and get that SIDs, and red color we need to compare. That's why we go for boats table and get the details of those. But here we need to find the names of sailors who have reserved red boat. So analyze this query. So first, what we need to display? So names, sailors names we need to display, that can be represented on the select list. And the next one, what are the tables we need to get this output? So here we need names for sailors and reservation details for resource table. We need to compare the color. So where the color is available? The color is available on the boats table. That's why here names from sailors table reservation details from resource table, color comparison from boards table. So here we need three tables: Silers, boards and resource. Let us write the query. Select what we need to display, s name. So s dot s name. So s name is always available in the Silers table, that's why. So from what are the relations we need? Silers, boards and resource. All these three relations with alias name: Silers s, boards b, resource r. And the condition here is, so let us see how many tables we have here. Silers, boards and resource. Silers, resource have common column, and boards, resource also common column. We have the three relations need to join. That's why we need to two join conditions. So s dot sid is equal to r dot sid, b dot bid is equal to r dot bid. So already I told that if you have n number of tables, we need to write n minus 1 joins. That is a simple formula. Here we need to join three relations. That way we need to write two join condition. S dot sid is equal to r dot sid, b dot bid is equal to r dot bid, because Silers resource has a common column sid, boards resource has a common column bid. And one more condition is b dot color is equal to red. So the output of this query is display the names who have reserved a red board. And the next one is some of the special operators we used in the SQL queries. So that is called as like. Like is an operator which can be used in the select statement. Let us see. We have two keywords here: percent, and the next one is underscore. Percent specifies 0 or more characters of the given string. Underscore specifies exactly one character. At this time we have to know percent 0 or more characters, underscore exactly one character. Enough this. So by using these examples we can get what is meant by percent and what is meant by underscore, how we can use these two characters. Let us see one by one. The first query is find the names of Silers whose name starts with A. I need to display the names of Silers. Some different Silers are there: Dustin, Jorba, Horatio, Bob, like this. But among those whose name starts with A, the remaining characters, if the person has a name as simply A, even though we get A followed by different characters. So whatever name should start with A, those names of Silers should be displayed. How we can write this? So let us see. Select S name from Silers, where S name like A percent. That means there is no restriction after A. The first and one only restriction is first character should be A. After that, maybe a character or may not be a character. That's why here we use percent. Percent includes 0 or more characters. After A, there is no characters, okay. Whereas a number of characters available, it is also okay. So that's why in that cases we can use percent. So select S name from Silers, where S name is like A percent. This is called as a string. That's why we can place in the single quotes. So this query can display of Silers names whose name starts with A, Andy, etc., etc. So this is query. Let us go for one more example. There you can clearly understand those. Patterns are different case sensitive. Means if you give a small a, that can check for small a only. If you give capital A, it checks for capital A only. And so these are the different approaches. Intro percent, that means the name should be have these 5 character intro. Next 0 or more characters maybe have. And percent comp percent, that means a string has this substring called as comp. The string has comp that can be displayed in the result. And the next one 3 underscore, that matches any string exactly 3 characters. 3 underscore percent, that means we need at least 3 characters. So let us see example. There you can easily identify. Find the names of Silers whose name starts with A, ends with Y. The requirement is the name starts with A, ends with Y. In between there may be a character or may not be a character, so that's why A percent Y. So A percent Y means the name starts with A, ends with Y. In between maybe a 0 or more characters. If there is no characters, simply AY. If there is a character, those can be placed in between these. So for this query, we can write as select S name from Silers, where S name like A percent Y. This is the way how we can write the query. So this query can display whose name starts with A and ends with Y. So if I go for next query, find the names of Silers whose name starts with B, which has exactly 3 characters. Here condition is the name starts with B and the name has exactly 3 characters. How we can write this? The first one is B, we know about that character, we can write as B, and the next any characters, any 2 characters. So B, we know the B, that's why in the query we can represent as B, and the name has exactly 3 characters. First one is B and the remaining is 2 characters. Already we discussed underscore can represent 1 character, and that's why we can represent 2 underscores here. Let us see. Select S name from Silers, where S name like B underscore underscore. That means the name starts with B and it has 3 characters including B. So one underscore can represent 1 character and the next underscore can represent 1 character. So the total name has 3 character which starts with B. So you can read the queries and identify these what we are going to explaining here. Then only you can get this. And one more thing is you need to practice by using Oracle, then you can very clear view how it works, etc, etc. You can also write your own examples. Find the names of Silers whose name has exactly 4 characters. I am not having any constraints like the name starts with that character, ends with this character. These are all no constraints. Simply I need to display whose name has 4 characters. So easily we can write like this. Select S name from Silers, where S name like 4 characters means 4 underscores. Simply we can specify 4 underscore. That means we have the 4 characters. Those are any characters of from A to Z. The next one, find the names of Silers whose name has at least 1 character. At least 1 character means 1 underscore followed by percent. Any name, that name has at least 1 character. That's why first we need to represent underscore. After that may or may not have character. That's why we can write as percent, because underscore includes 1 character, percent includes 0 or more characters. Maybe a no character, that means no issue. Maybe a characters, no issue. So our query is at least 1 character. At least means 1 character, 2 characters, 3 characters, 4 characters, and so on. So this is the query for that one. And the next one, find the names of Silers whose name has at least 1 S. At least 1 S means S should be substring of that a given name. That means the entire name may has at least 1 S. That names are displayed here. We can write select S name from Silers, where S name like percent S percent. So before S 0 or more characters, after S 0 or more character. This is the way how we can get the answers for different queries. The next one, find the names of Silers whose name ends with S. Ends with S means before S there may be a character or characters. So that's why we can write as select S name from Silers, where S name like percent S. So this is the query. Ordering the display of tuples. Ordering means the output can be displayed in the sorted order, either ascending order or descending order. Let us see. Select a distinct S name from Silers, order by S name. So in this select query, we have a keyword called as order by, which displays the names in the sorted order. By default, the order by is ascending order. If you are not representing any keyword, it displays the names in the ascending order like A, B, C, D, like this. We have one more query. Select a distinct S name from Silas, order by S name DESC. So here we have used a keyword called as DESC. So that means the names are displayed in the descending order like Z, Y, X, like this. So this is order by. The order by class is also supported by SQL select statement. The next one is where class predicates, like we can use the between comparison operator in the select statement. Let us see queries. Find the names of Silas whose rating lies between 1 and 5. Lies between 1 and 5. So here between includes less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So let us see. Between 1 and 5 means greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 5. So that means in between 1 and 5 means 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5. It includes lower bound as well as upper bound. The query is select S name comma rating. Find the names of Silas whose rating lies between 1 and 5. Simply I can display rating also. Select S name comma rating from Silas where rating between 1 and 5. So here simply we can use a keyword called as between and specify 1 and 5. So which includes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the ratings can be displayed and those related names also displayed in the output. So this is the different select queries. So at a time we cannot learn this. Just you can put together these three tables like Silas, boards, resource in one paper, and you can write the queries and practice the queries. By doing this practice we can able to understand these queries. If you have any doubts, definitely you have the doubts in this session, so you can call me to my number or to my mail ID. Thank you very much.